Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. I have been gone for a really long time, I know that. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me for this look, but I just want to do a quick little bit at the start of this video whenever I'm not in the middle of doing my makeup so I can give it my full attention so that I'm not split between trying to do two things, because you know I don't multitask well. As I say, I've been away from YouTube for a good long while now. This video is about why. It's all just little things got in my way and stuff for the most part. It just means that on this platform you haven't heard anything from me about everything that's going on in the world right now. Obviously, since the last time I uploaded, a lot of things are different and a lot of stuff is going on. I mean, not even so much different, it's just, you know, a spotlight has been shone on a huge issue and I didn't feel like I could get back to just doing my usual videos and just go straight into it without saying anything here as well. So before this video starts, I just want to make my stance completely clear for anyone that it wasn't already clear to, and that is that I 100% stand behind Black Lives Matter. It is something that I feel very, very strongly about. As I say, I haven't been here, so you haven't heard from me here, but for anyone who follows me on Twitter, you guys probably know it's definitely not something I've been silent on. I have definitely been very vocal about this elsewhere, and I just wanted to spread that to here because I want you guys to know that, you know, this is a safe space, and you know, that goes for a lot of people. You know, this is a safe space for Black people, this is a safe space for people of color, this is a safe space for everyone within the LGBTQ+ community. Basically what I'm trying to say, that the only people who aren't welcome here, the only place that this is not a safe space for, is racists, homophobes, transphobes, you know, general fucking bigots. Those are the only people not welcome here. So yeah, just before I get back to trying to do videos and stuff, because I do have to get back to doing videos because it's my job, I couldn't, you know, do anything without making that perfectly clear. As I say, if you want to see more of that sort of content from me, it's mostly on Twitter right now. I think at some point in this video I ramble a little bit about why Twitter is like the platform I've been most active on. I've also been on Facebook fighting with a lot of people as well, but yeah, I don't even know, there's so much, and I don't know how to end this little segment. Just you know, I love you guys basically, and like I just want to send extra love right now to my Black viewers. Just please know that my heart is with you, and also to my viewers who are out there fighting for Black Lives Matter at the minute. I am really, really proud of every single one of you, and even though the media has started to slow down on this, the media isn't reporting it as much as they have been, this whole thing is far from over, so don't stop talking about it, don't let it die out, keep educating yourselves, keep helping spread information. Just, you know, do whatever you can. With that, sorry, I don't want to make this about myself at all. You guys know, just anything emotional, it'll make me cry. That's just the way I am. I cry at everything, but you know, it's just, yeah, I wanted to put that out there. Now we can get into the video. It has been such a very long time since I've recorded a video. I'm actually feeling incredibly anxious. I think this is the longest I have gone without doing a video since I started YouTube, especially if you don't count the 2 streams that I did there. So I am not in the swing of things. I'm just a bit, we're gonna do things. My foundation always looks fine in the mirror, and then on camera it's like a spotlight. It usually like settles down throughout the day, but when it's fresh on, it still looks like very, 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 very white. But then I was trying like one shade darker from this one for a while, and like fresh on I was like, ah, yes, that's right, but then later in the day it would start going like a little bit orange, so I'd rather just, you know, be a little too pale at the start and then have it settle to the right color than start at the right color and then settle to orange. So that's that. Oh god, so before we get into it, I just want to like clarify that this isn't like a video of me like complaining or like acting like I have like huge problems, or in any way insinuating that my like little silly personal life things even vaguely compare to everything that's going on in the world. I just really want you to know that. I'm literally just telling you guys where I've been, what's been happening, updates on my life, why I haven't been making videos, and all of the rest. So yeah, it's not me complaining, it's just literally telling you what's been going on. And you know, there's some good stuff, but there was also, obviously, if it was stopping me from doing videos, a bunch of negative stuff, but it's just, you know, here's what's been going on. I have no idea what I'm doing with my face today. I have literally no inspiration whatsoever right now. because, you know, everything in the world has been fucking terrible and I have just not cared about makeup and fashion and aesthetics, so I've kind of lost, I don't know, I don't know what I'm doing with my face. Probably something somewhat simple. I'm gonna start with like a fairly neutral base. Oh god, I don't even know where to begin. So like if we're going like right back to sort of around when I did my last video, not like the streams, but my last actual video, so sometime around then, like big piece of news for me, I don't want to dwell on too much, but and like if you've watched the streams and stuff, you guys know a bunch of this already. If you follow me on Twitter, you know a bunch of this already, but for those who don't, then here we are. After years and years of trying to get help and being completely ignored by doctors, or basically told to get over it by doctors, told that because I'm an adult I wouldn't get any help by crappy doctors, I finally saw someone useful, and I have now, after all this time, being diagnosed with ADHD. Like, it's certainly not a shock. It is something that I've known for a long time. I just didn't have, like, you know, the official professional medical validation of it, and now I do. And god, whenever, like, after that session with the psychiatrist, I cried quite a lot through it, because you guys know what you know what I'm like. I cry a lot all the time, especially when speaking about emotional things. So like, you know, I was sort of like crying the whole way through it, but I was trying to like reel it in, hold it in. But like, you know, once it was over, it was a phone consultation because of coronavirus, you know, I couldn't go into the office, so we did it over the phone and stuff. Whenever that call ended and the phone hung up, my god, I cried so much. Oh, just like after all these years to have someone actually like take me seriously and finally confirm what I've known all along and like, you know, give those feelings like actual validation, it was just weird and overwhelming. So yeah, there was that, and that was around the, it's been since I've done a video, so I'm guessing that must have been like the end of April there that must have happened. I would say so. So from there it begins where a lot of the reasons for like me being behind on videos. So got diagnosed with that and stuff, and I've now been given medication for that. It's still sort of early days with that, you know, I can't say whether or not it's really doing much yet, but because I was starting on the medication for that, I decided to cut out caffeine because that just seemed like a poor choice. Because before that, if you didn't know, I used to drink a lot of Monster. Not even for the caffeine, I just like the drink, I like the taste, I like the really big can that it comes in, I just like the feeling of drinking something fizzy and sweet out of a can. So I wasn't even actually drinking it for the caffeine. I never really felt like energized or anything from it, I just liked it as a drink. But you know, it is full of fucking caffeine. I used to drink like at least one of those a day, which isn't good for you in the best of times, so I was like, do you know what, I'll cut that out. And I didn't consider that I was gonna get hit full bloody force with caffeine withdrawals. So I had a bit of a crap time for the first little while. After that, like, you know, a lot of like just being absolutely exhausted and headaches and all the rest. So I did not get very much done during that. Jake's birthday was at the start of May, and outside of the exhaustion and headaches, I was also preparing for his birthday, and I decided I want to try to paint him something, you know, to make something a little more personal, which I did do, and it's like a painting from one of his favorite games. I tried to like recreate that for him. Very, very quickly into the process of that, realized that it was far above my artistic abilities. I am not a skilled enough artist for that particular project, but you know, I'd started it, so I completed it. But like, god, like it definitely took a while, and like every single brush stroke I made, I was like, I'm ruining it, I'm ruining it, I'm ruining it, I'm ruining it. So that was just like a whole stressful thing. And then there was just preparing like other little bits and pieces for his birthday, and like in my head I was like, you know what, I'll get this out of the way, you know, his birthday will come along, we'll do all that and it'll be super fun, and then I can get back to doing videos. Oh yes, and that was my plan. And then the plan went tits up literally one day after his birthday, I think. So what happened from there then is a whole bunch of drama that I can't talk about, as frustrating as that is. Just so that like rumors and like, you know, theories aren't going wild everywhere all of a sudden. Like, it's not drama with any of my friends, it's not internet drama, it's not YouTube drama, it's not goth drama, it's not me and Jake drama, it's not me and my family drama, it's nothing like that. It is a real life thing with people that don't matter, that you guys don't know, but it was just, it was a whole thing. Some people will know like a part of it because before things escalated, I had tweeted about some of it, and then, but like if you go and look for that, I had to delete the tweets. So unless you saw them originally, then you won't know. I know it's frustrating, I can't talk to you guys, but it escalated to quite a point, and there was a lot, and just because of the point that it escalated to, and the types of people that had to get involved, and the nature of things, I can't talk about it online right now. Maybe someday I'll tell you guys at the tale, but it got absolutely fucking ridiculous. So I was having to deal with that for like, I'm not sure how long that went on. I just know it was happening for a while, so that was taking us, you know, so like Jake's birthday was the 11th of May, and then all that happened, so you know, going through the timeline, taking us up through there. After that, what happened? Once that died down, something else happened that got in the way of me making videos. Oh fuck! I had to, oh god, I keep forgetting details. So for one, I had to go get a fucking coronavirus test, which was horrible. Let me just start what I'm doing so I'm not just talking. I had to go get a coronavirus test, which was just so not fun. Like, don't let me scare you out of getting it done if you need one. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's certainly not something that I would want to do again. So they did the, like, down the throat one, and then the one where they stick a swab up your nose and into your soul. That one was like the worst part of it. I absolutely hated that. Also, just the whole thing was very like surreal and creepy. I'm really glad that the doctor or nurse or whoever it was that like did the test itself was so nice and calmed me down, because like, I don't know how it's working in other countries, but where I am, they don't seem to be doing tests like at the doctors or at the hospital. The way it was done here was actually, I think, an MOT center. It's like, wait, does America have MOT? Will you guys know what I'm talking about? MOT, in case you don't, MOT in the UK is like every, I don't know, I don't have a car, so I don't know the exact details. Every now and again, like once a year, I don't know, you have to take your car into like a mechanic, and they like check it out and make sure it's like every little bit of it is running smoothly so that you can stay on the road. Something like that. I don't have a car, I don't know the details, it's something like that. It's a center that's usually used for those MOT checks had been sort of like emptied out and repurposed into like a testing place for coronavirus. So my mum had to give me a lift, because otherwise I would have to get a taxi, and that wouldn't have been super great. But you know, we'd both been self-isolating, so there was no real risk. So we drive up to this like fucking, you know, building that's kind of not really near a whole lot else. You know, there's no one else around, it's very quiet, and it's just like this big empty building. We drive up and like no one's there. All the shutters on like the bigger buildings where I guess the, you know, where the cars drive into, like to the mechanic part, like all the shutters were down. There's like literally no one around. We're just kind of sitting there like, do we get the right time? Like, is this right? And then like this guy comes around the corner and like in a full like white suit. You can't see his face or anything because it's all behind masks, and it's like, you know, like it looks like a forensic investigation type suit. So he comes around the corner and kind of waves us over and like, you know, asks through the windows like what our names are and stuff and like all of that, and tells us to wait. And then the shutters go up, and like we're waved to come through, and it's just this like big creepy empty building with more people in these like full white suits, and just like this one little like table of like medical stuff, and like you have to drive up, and they do it like while you're still in the car. And I don't know what it was about it, but it was all just very surreal and creepy, and it like really put me on edge. But the woman who did the test was very nice. But yeah, so I got the test, bloody sucked, we left. Results came back, and as expected, I do not have coronavirus because I had not gone frickin' anywhere, so would have been hard to get it. So yeah, so the reason then that I had to get the coronavirus test is that I had to get a mole removed, which was like a whole thing. I didn't actually expect it to get done so soon, but I don't know, I guess just like they rushed it through for whatever reason. So I went and had that done, and because like the hospital that they were doing that at, they've got it set up so that it's like, you know, totally like clean and sterile and secure, and like no one's allowed to go in if they haven't had a test and all the rest. So yeah, I went in and had that done. I'm gonna post a picture. It's like there's no blood or anything because it's just the next day, like the, you know, the wound with the stitches. But if you're really squeamish, close your eyes quickly and I'll tell you when to open them. So yeah, that was it, like the day after. It's healing pretty well now. Like I don't think you'd be able to, but there's just like there's a scar from it. But you know, they took a fair chunk. Oh, you can open your eyes. They took a fair chunk out of me. Like Jake was not expecting. Like obviously the first night when I got back, I'd like, you know, had the dressing on and stuff, and they told me to just leave that on until the next day. I think Jake was expecting it to be quite like a small little mark, but like whenever I took off the dressing the next day and he saw like this huge fucking like gash in my shoulder, he was like, oh my god! And I was like, well, yeah. So yeah, had quite a large chunk taken out of me. So between all the testing and that, you know, that was kind of me not available for a couple of days, and then just like for about a week after that, just like my shoulder really bloody hurt. I couldn't really like lift my arms or anything to get ready, and like I was just, you know, sore and tired, so I kept sort of trying to fight through it to do videos, and it just wasn't happening. So that's what happened there with all of that. And of course, you know, through all of this there's also just the general quarantine blues, you know, like missing friends, missing going out and doing things in the world. And then sort of, I think it was like the last couple of days of May, I was planning on trying to catch up and get a bunch of videos out and, you know, like make up for the work that I hadn't done the whole way through May. But just, that's kind of when the world went to shit. Not went to shit, the world unfortunately has always been shit. It's just, this particular shitness is just now, you know, being brought to a lot of people's attention, which is unfortunate. So that all that started, and I just could not bring myself to do videos. I'm not going to sit here and like talk about how it's all made me feel, because like this shit is not about me, so I'm not about to do that, but definitely just, you know, I think, you know, anyone who has a soul and has seen what's been going on probably isn't doing super well, isn't feeling super good about anything right now, so I would fall into that category. But yeah, I plan, I don't know what's been said yet because I haven't done it yet, but I plan on putting like a thing at the start of this video, just sort of clarifying my stance on things. I wanted to do it like when I'm done, so I'm not, you know, so my attention isn't divided between trying to talk about something very important and trying to do my makeup. You know, it's fine if I'm just rambling about my own personal shit and doing my makeup, but with something important, you know, I don't want my attention to be split. But yeah, just like, obviously I haven't been on YouTube, so if you only follow me on YouTube, you haven't seen me say anything about it, but I have definitely been active on Twitter and Facebook surrounding the Black Lives Matter movement at the moment. So yeah, just like that, basically like that's for the past couple of weeks since, you know, everything kicked off. That is pretty much being where my focus has been 24 hours a day. It's just something that I like cannot stop thinking about, and it's something that I cannot shut off from, which, you know, like I'm not saying that's a bad thing, like I don't want to shut off from it, you know, I want to stay in the loop and stay educated and stay, you know, trying to do what I can. But yeah, so just like, you know, there's been no videos because I haven't cared about makeup and cute things in boxes and like fashion and, you know, the things that I usually care about. It hasn't been a priority for the past little while. But, you know, YouTube is my job, so I do need to get back to doing videos. I do need to try to find a balance between it, like where, you know, where my attention goes, basically. So today's the start of me trying to do that. But it certainly doesn't mean that I don't care anymore or that I've stopped, you know, I don't know. But just like for that kind of stuff, Twitter is where you can follow me if you want to see that kind of content from me, because just Twitter makes it much easier to like share information, and it's, you know, it's something I can do constantly. You know, like it's harder. I don't like platforms like, for instance, Instagram or even like YouTube for things like this, because, you know, it's something that's constantly evolving. There's constantly new information. It's just, you know, I'm constantly being educated on things that I didn't know before, and so to sit down and try to do like one single Instagram post or one single like video and try to fit everything into that, I wouldn't even know where to begin. Whereas with Twitter, the reason I've been using that mostly is because, you know, I can fucking sit there and share information all day, and if I don't have the words for something, there are so many incredible people on that platform who do, and with a click of a button, instead of trying to garble my way through it, I can literally just fucking, you know, spread the information that much more eloquent people are putting out there. So yeah, that's why that has been the main platform that I have been focusing on. We're back sometime later. Hello. I have sat here and done an entire video on like all the annoying things recently that have got in the way of me doing videos, one of which I forgot, by the way. At one point I did sit down and try to edit a video I had pre-recorded, because I do have one or two. Yeah, at one point towards the end of May I sat down and tried to edit one, only for my laptop and hard drive to be completely full, even though I had emptied everything I possibly could off of them. So I had to order a new hard drive, which will lead into what just happened. But first, I don't know where I left off there. Oh well, you need to know a little bit of what just happened to know why the abrupt... My camera card filled up. Get to all that in a minute. I don't know where I left off before that happened, and I feel like I've already rambled way too much and just like oh, it's like, you know, it's hard to talk about purely because no matter how good my intentions are, words are important, and wording things badly, you know, unfortunately can wipe away the best of intentions. I just don't want to say something stupid or ignorant or mix up my words or just basically be a fucking idiot and just not convey myself well. But basically, head on over to Twitter. So my camera card just not died, filled up, and I was like, alright. So I went to empty it and I was like, oh, that's right. My laptop and my old hard drive are completely full, but oh, the new hard drive's here, so that's fine. So I plugged it in and tried to empty my camera card onto it, but no, the new hard drive needed to be formatted, and for some reason it just wouldn't. So I've just fought with it for the past like 20 or 30 minutes there, trying to get it to work. It does now, I did it, I moved the stuff off the card, things are okay, but it was frustration that I did not need on my first day back to recording. Technology. So I fixed it. I don't know how I fixed it, but I fixed it, it's working again. All good. You know, this is actually, I think, turning out to be very similar to a look that I did actually film and Get Ready With Me for 2/3 of the way through May. I recorded Get Ready With Me at a double Spooky Box Club unboxing. The Spooky Box Club unboxing is still coming, it's just I wanted to do this video first to kind of just get everything out there. But yeah, so I recorded that and a Get Ready With Me, but it was just like way too rambly and shit, so it never went out. But this look is actually turning out to be very similar, so it might end up just being close enough to the same. Oh god, for the sake of like sprinkling some nice stuff in here, before everything got bad, I was like very into flower pressing there for a while. I'm sad that, like, you know, it's just kind of fallen off my radar with everything, because like for a while I was so enjoying it. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen a lot of my flower adventures, and I was using like a lot of the smaller dried flowers to make into like little resin charms and stuff, which I was having so much fun with. That was so relaxing and therapeutic, and I was so enjoying it ever since that vlog I did, you know, the little picnic, and I pressed some flowers and that. I just got hooked on it. Ended up going out like every single fucking day and collecting like as many new flowers as I possibly could and pressing like tons of them. Every book in this house was full of flowers. I ordered a flower press and that was full of flowers. There was no room, but I was still out there collecting flowers. And like, I still remember one day I went out to collect some and it started raining. It was like the evening. I was like, oh, one wee last walk of the day to collect some flowers. So I went on like, you know, a route I'd never taken before, and it started raining, and I was like, that's fine, I guess I'll have a walk in the rain. And then like whenever I collect things, obviously I won't take things from people's gardens because that would be shitty, but just like, you know, while I was looking around, I saw a really pretty flower in someone's garden, like right next to the wall. And I'd never seen it before, and I was like, oh wow. So like, you know, I'd like touched it so I could get a better look at it, and I was just there smiling at this really pretty flower. And then as I went to leave, I noticed that the owners of the house were standing in the fucking window looking at me. So they've just seen this great big galumphing goth in the fucking rain, standing smiling like an idiot at their flowers and like gently touching it, and like they've just witnessed that. And I was like, you know that like weird run that cats do when they get spooked? I think that was basically me away from there. So I do wonder what they thought of that whole situation. That's the thing. Yeah, and then I was making all these little resin things and making like little like terrarium themed little like resin things, and I was really enjoying that. People were asking if I'd sell them. They're not really, I don't think they're really good enough to sell. There's like a lot of little flaws that, you know, aren't super obvious, but they are there. It's certainly not like, you know, the quality that you'd buy from a shop or something, so. And then, like I said, just I've kind of fallen out of all of that the past couple of weeks, so definitely no plans for it right now. But if I manage to sort of get myself back into the headspace where I'm enjoying all of that again and making them, and I'd like to improve, maybe it's something I'll do eventually. I do want to like give a couple away to my Patreon supporters, just as little gifts. You know, just like hold like some sort of little like Patreon giveaway for the people who've been supporting me on there, you know, because then it's not like a thing someone's bought that has to be perfect. It's just like a little like, here's a little thank you kind of thing. But I haven't worked out the details of that yet, but that is something I would like to do. I'll post like with the pictures of the little things that I'm talking about that I've been making. That was very fun back whenever I was still able to focus on it, and it's something that I do hope that I can sort of find the joy for again. But you guys know what I'm like, you know, with my hobbies. It's like I'll be completely obsessed with something, but then you know, somewhere along the line my focus for that thing will get broken, I'll pick up something new and then I won't come back to the original thing for ages. And it is just a case of like my focus has been broken from this time around, and it's hard to force it back in. Because I even just like started a new little way of organizing all my dried flowers and it was coming along really nicely and it was looking really pretty. So I'd like to pick it back up again. People have also, I keep messing up my lipsticks, so I'm trying to talk. People also asked if I'd do like a video on making them and stuff. And like, I might if I feel like it, but at the same time, not great. At the same time, what was the point? Oh, it's just like, yeah, so it has just been like whenever I was like sort of like right in the midst of it, it was something that was purely just like a nice, relaxing, happy time just for me. No one else was around. I didn't have to like, you know, talk to anyone or do anything. I could just sit down with my flowers and my stuff and just sit and like spend as much time as I wanted, you know, just doing the thing without worrying about, is the camera looking in the right direction? The lights are set up. Oh no, is the camera battery dead? Is the card about to fill up? Has it done that thing where it switches off if you've been recording too long? You know, so sort of like doing a video on it would make it not as much of a nice relaxing thing just for me to like de-stress. So I'd like, for that reason, I haven't been like raring to do that, but I might at some point if the mood strikes, but just up until this point it's just been like my chill time where I can just sit down, don't have to like get ready, don't have to set up lights and cameras, you know, none of that, just sit down and play with flowers and resin, and it was very nice. I really do need to just like get back into the swing of all of this again, because I've been gone for so long that it's just, you know, I'm not like in the rhythm and the routine and stuff that I usually am, so I just need to like get back into it. I literally like lay on the floor for about an hour before starting this video, just trying to find the will to do it. So we're powering through and we'll get there. It's not like I don't like doing videos or anything, it's just, you know, it's hard sometimes to like get into the right mindset of it. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. It is my birthday very, very soon. But yeah, June 16th. Oh, I've already chipped my nail polish. I just painted. I don't bother painting my nails like literally an hour ago and it's already ruined. I don't remember what I was saying. It's almost my birthday. I don't really know what's happening for it. Jake says he does have a plan for it. I really don't know what that plan could possibly be. So I don't know what the plan is. But hopefully it'll be something nice. I haven't been excited for my birthday this year with everything going on, so I'm trying to like get into more of a excited mindset. I do have a whole bunch of videos listed out that I want to try to do throughout the rest of this month to get, you know, back into the swing of things. I really want to just put out some like nice, happy content, you know, just like stuff that will make people feel good right now. So that is the goal. If there's anything that you like super want to see, do let me know. I will see if it's possible. You guys know I love hearing from you, so yeah, if there's any like types of content that you really, really want right now, let me know. If it's something that I can like do, then I will do my best. And like I said, I haven't said that like for sure I won't do any of like the sort of resin craft videos. It's just definitely wasn't immediately on my list because I was like, this is my me time. This is just my time to like do my thing. And I am a stressy bitch, so when things are fiddly and not working and the camera's not capturing what I'm trying to do and little things like that, I get so mad. So that's why I have not. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the makeup side of things. Like I said, it's definitely nothing super exciting today. I just need to remember how to put makeup on my face because it is not something I've done in a really long time, aside from like once or twice for those 2 little streams a couple of weeks ago. Other than that, I've just not worn makeup at all in the longest time, so even like I don't even think I put my eyelashes on right. Ugh. Oh, but I'm going to go and do like the rest of the getting ready that we don't do on the camera because, you know, getting changed and stuff is not to be done on YouTube. This is the finished look. Oh, I hope you enjoyed catching up with me today. I was intending on filming some more videos tonight, but it is too hot, I am too tired. I am still trying to get back into the swing of things and it is incredibly lit at night, so I have sat here and got ready for literally nothing, but at least I could have a chat with you and tell you guys what's been going on and update you, and hopefully from here I can get back into doing things. So yeah, so a big thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, do give a thumbs up, leave me a little comment, let me know how you're doing since it's been a really freaking long time since I've been here to talk to you guys. Jesus. Patreon, as always, is in the description. It would be awesome if you guys would check that out to support this channel. I think, like, especially right now after being away for so long, that would really, really help. So yeah, the link is down below. And that is just about everything right now. I will see you in the next video. Bye lovelies!